Hey guys, Warchild V1 here. I'm right here, see me? Alright, I am here to show you guys what I'm doing. I got this flexi dip, it's a plasti dip of sorts, and I'm planning on painting this part of my bumper, just the bottom. I've got it actually taped off to about, here I'll show you, to about, there we go. I've got it taped off on the bottom for a couple inches in, and I plan on just painting this. It was not my original idea. Hold on, don't get sick. I'm gonna put you back on my head. All right. I've seen this on pictures and I think it looks pretty awesome. So I've decided I was gonna do it. The hardest part is done, which is prep work, which is painting, yeah, taping and cleaning and all that. So the hardest part is done. These are all my Game Informer pages from one of my Game Informers. This should be all dust free already. Yeah. So I think that this is gonna be pretty. I just made sure to cover as much as I could. Sorry if my head's shaking. I figured that we could do this project together. I wasn't really planning on recording it, but I decided why not. Let's see. All right, the paint is working. What we're gonna do is go with a super thin coat for starters. No going back now. All right, so that's a good starter coat. And I'm gonna go ahead and look underneath. All right, well, that's it for the starts. I figure I'm gonna do probably 5 or 6 coats all together. Once we're done, I'm actually gonna have to get a razor. I have an X-Acto knife. I'm actually gonna have to cut the, the whole tape line, because Plasti Dip likes to peel with tape, so you can't just tape it, spray it, and peel off the tape. It'll peel right off with it. So I am gonna have to get out my X-Acto knife and cut along all of this line, but hey, altogether I think it's going to be pretty badass. It looks decent on this car. I have seen it in pictures. I've seen some people that take out this scoop and actually paint it, but I am not a big fan of that. To me, what that reminds me of is, say you went and bought an aftermarket scoop, you put it in and you didn't feel like painting it. That's what it reminds me of. So I'm only planning on doing this at the moment. I've been trying to think of if anything else needs to be done. I was thinking I'm gonna have to like Photoshop it and see what it would look like. But I've thought about doing this little lip. I don't know. I don't think so. I thought about it though. We'll see. I may Photoshop it and see what it looks like. But yeah, that's all I'm doing right now. I had decided that I wanted to wash my car today, and after I washed it, I was like, it's early in the day. This wouldn't be a bad time to go ahead and do this. So I pulled out the masking tape and the Game Informers and got to work. The hardest part is taping that shit up though. You know how it goes. Prep work is always the worst. But from what I know, I've done a lot of Plasti Dip on my car, and it dries really quick. So I figure about 5 minutes on that. But for example, this is Plasti Dipped. This was all chrome, and then I have a white inlay in there. This was just a big chrome piece. So that's Plasti Dip, as well as all of my emblems back here. The Subaru, the all-wheel drive, the WRX, that's all Plasti Dip. Yeah, I just figured why not go ahead and do this front bumper. I already know what it looks like, and it looks pretty decent to me. So I'm going to do that. We'll see how it goes, and you guys can come along for the ride. I'm thinking about buying some real paint and taking apart my headlights and doing the painted headlight mod. Makes it look really pretty, especially on a white car in my opinion. The limited edition already comes that way, but the premium and the base model do not. They come with the shiny chrome. What I'm talking about is all this chrome, you can see part of it here. I wanted to cover my headlights really good for this, but all the chrome inside the headlight basically gets blacked out, except for the little domes in which the lights actually sit in. But yeah, that's what we're doing right now. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, guys, it's time for coat number 2. I'm by no means a freaking good spray painter, by the way. But Plasti Dip, even if you over spray it too much, it still seems to smooth itself out. So I'm not that worried about it. Let's get underneath. Right, we're getting there, we're getting there. I'm sure my techniques are horrible. You guys can kill me in the comments if you would like. That's good for coat number 2, I would say. It's a lot darker, but not all the way there yet. Yeah, see you in a minute. All right, guys, time for coat number 3. I want to get the front of it pretty good. There we go. Like I said, this stuff is really forgiving. It's not like a lot of other paint, because it's not really paint. It's just a rubber coating that, in fact, if you have trouble with it, you can even peel it off. It's a pain in the ass. I've done it before, though. Not on my bumper, but, well, on my back bumper, I've peeled it off. All right, let's get underneath here. I sprayed a little much in one spot, but it'll be all right. For one, it's underneath the car, and for two, like I said, this stuff is really forgiving. All right, should be good underneath for now. Man, we're almost done actually making it look nice and dark. All right, that was coat number 3. We'll be back for coat number 4. All right, looks like it's time for coat number 4. God, this is coming out smooth. I don't want to touch it yet, but it's one thing I really like about Plasti Dip is this stuff really smooths itself out. Even if you feel like you put too much on and you got bubbles of liquid sitting, it somehow goes smooth. Let's get underneath. I'm going kind of thick with these coats. But it'll be all right. It'll be all right. All right, that's coat number 4. We're getting there, we're getting there. I'm not looking forward to the last part though. I'm sitting here and cutting on it with the X-Acto knife right on all my tape lines and shit. That's the scary part, because you know, you're gonna most likely cut into your clear coat a little bit. And that's scary. But it will be necessary to at least go over it lightly. I got a brand new blade on an X-Acto knife just for this though. Right here, brand new blade. Actually, I cut a piece of tape in a corner and that's about it. Other than the piece of tape in the corner is brand new. So that's 4. I say a couple more and we're probably good to go. I've been thinking about it. I have some clear and I've thought about doing some clear on it, but I probably won't. Oh, in the meantime, we did my wife's wheels probably a few months ago, and they're holding up really well. Hopefully that's just dirt. Oh, it is, it is. I was like, oh, it actually has a little peeled spot. No, it's just dirty. But we did her wheels. She's always wanted black wheels. We did her emblems. But yeah, her wheels came out looking really nice. It's too bad they're dirty as shit right now, so it doesn't do it any justice. But yeah, we did all of her emblems and her wheels, and it came out looking damn nice. Okay, well, we just wait a little longer. All right, well, it's time for coat number 5. Hell, we're getting along. I need to get these corners really good. All right. But we're getting there. It's coming out nice and smooth and pretty, just like you would expect from some Plasti Dip. There are many different brands of this stuff. There's actually a brand called Plasti Dip, I believe. This one's called Flexi Dip. This is well, hell, oh yeah, I was about to say, I thought it was a Rust-Oleum brand. It is. I don't know if any brand is any better than any other, though. They're all just a rubber coating. All right. I can hear my dog in the backyard digging or something. I'm about to go kick her ass. Not really. I'm definitely gonna go stop whatever the hell her party is, though. All right, that was coat number 5. I say like 1 or 2 more and we're golden. All right, guys, well, I ended up doing a total of 7 coats. I figured you guys really don't need to sit there and watch me spray every single coat. So we did 7 coats. It's all nice and dry. The dark spots are just a shadow from this chair. Looks nice and smooth and pretty. So now the no fun part of X-Acto knifing it. That way when I peel off the tape, it doesn't peel off the Plasti Dip. So I'm gonna use my old freaking drop light. This is the old piece of crap I used to use back when I was a mechanic. Let's see. Thing's blinding me. Alright. Well, for the painful part of... Oh no! Hold on. Well, I could just live off of this light. But the whole plan is to be super careful. And split between the tape and the actual bumper. Yes, I'm left-handed, by the way. So this is going to be the painstaking part of being super careful. Yeah, I used a lot of tape. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and just cut all this off, and then I'll get back to you guys. You don't need to sit here and watch every little bit I do, because this is going to take a little while. Alright guys, I'll show you once I'm all done. Alright, well, now it's Friday, so this is the following day after last night of all that painting. I got it all done last night. There's a little bit of cleanup I'd like to do, but I mean, you can't tell unless you get up close. But it looks really, really good. I'll just have to show you guys once I'm able to get out of the car and show you. But I figure in the meantime, I could have a little Friday vlog. I haven't done that in a couple weeks. Last Friday, I was going to have a little vlog, and my camera battery was dead, so that was kind of useless. But yeah, it's Friday. I'm off work. I ain't got shit to do but go home. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun. I love going home. Home is a good place, isn't it? shit. Looks like I'm gonna have barbecue tomorrow. Oh shit, I need to get on the highway right up here, so that means I gotta get in front of this dude. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. So there's a few things I've been thinking about getting for this car, but I just don't know if it would make any real difference, if it's even worth it. One thing, I'm sure some of you guys that watch these videos are also WRX owners. I've thought about getting the brass shift bushing, but I don't know if it's a big enough deal that it's even worth. I mean, yeah, it's really cheap. It's like a $20 bushing, but I don't know if you know, it's gonna make it feel much different. I would really want to be able to sit in one and try it, you know, at least just see what it feels like before I spend 20 bucks in an hour of my life. That ain't much money or anything, but oh shit, but you know, I just don't know if it's something that I'm even gonna notice. Yes, I drive a lot, so maybe it is something I would notice, but I don't know what it feels like with the brass bushing or without it. So I need to find someone that has a 2015 or 2016 WRX with that brass bushing, so I can see what it feels like. And another thing that I would like to do, that I believe I talked about yesterday when painting my bumper, is I would love to take apart my headlights and actually paint most of the chrome in there, so it's all blacked out, kind of like the limited edition WRX. Only thing is, if I'm going to take it apart, I would also like to add LED strips behind the C light to make them look, you know, more prominent, I guess. I already have my C light with little LEDs in the top corners making them my daytime running lights, but I would really like to be able to add more LEDs going around that whole C light. Only thing is, I don't know where the hell you get something like that. If anyone knows where you buy just a strip of LEDs, the cut to fit kind, if you know what I'm talking about, I've seen them, but I just don't know where to buy them. I've seen them because I saw someone else make a video on it, but he didn't have a link and he didn't talk about where he got them, so I didn't even bug him. I guess I could go try to find that video. I just figured I'd be able to find it on like Subi Speed or one of those websites, but nope. So if anyone on here knows what I'm talking about, then let me know. It's basically a strip of LEDs. You cut it to fit it, and then you solder wires onto it, and then the little strip of LEDs works. It's 3M tape sort of stuff on one side, so you can just tape it into place basically. And from what I know, you take apart your headlights, take off that C light piece, lay down the LEDs, run your wiring through it, and you know, put it all back together and you're set. And I would like to do all that whenever I go and paint my lights, because if I'm going to take them apart, I don't want to do it more than once. And you know, you got to be meticulous about it too when you put it back together. Make sure there's no fingerprints at all, because you know, you'll see those fingerprints inside your headlight forever if there are. But I think I can handle all that. Damn it, let me over, people. But yeah, those are the main things I would like to do. I mean, I would love to lower my car just so it has a better looking stance, but at the same time, nah. I do like actually having the ride height. This may sound stupid. I've never recorded myself doing it, but from time to time I'll go off-road, like over here exiting the highway, stuff like that. And if your car's lowered, you ain't doing that. If there's ever too much traffic or something, I'll just go drive off through the grass and get off the highway and find another route. So because of reasons like that, I just can't justify lowering the car. I used to drive a lowered, I had a 97 Mustang that first I was a dumbass and I actually cut the springs and lowered it myself. When I was in car school, we did that with a Sawzall, and Yeah, it was slammed. It looked badass, but it was not practical at all. Going over speed bumps, you get hung, but you have to hit the gas and you get it going. I mean, it was not practical, and it was a super bumpy ride. You know how it is. If you heat your springs to lower it or cut your springs, it's pretty bad. So then I ended up buying some iBox springs, and that really stiffened up the ride, and it actually raised it a little from, you know, where I had it, because I mean, it was slammed when we cut the springs. So that raised it back up a little bit, and it was quite nice at that point. I mean, you could corner. It was really fun. But the lowered life is really a lifestyle, and I don't think that's a lifestyle for me these days, seeing as how I do go off-roading from time to time. It doesn't snow very often in Texas, so that's not a big excuse. But whenever it does, I do still drive. You know, I drive around for a living, and whenever it does snow the couple times a year, I'm usually the only person we have that still works. And that's because I figure I got all-wheel drive. I could jump on the highway and drive slow, and I'll be all right as long as I don't do anything stupid, or as long as no one else does anything stupid around me. Yes, I'm driving with my knee right now. But yeah, I can't think of much new going on in my life to talk about. I've been playing Dead Moss, and that recording screwed up, which is too bad. So I actually missed a whole episode with the boss fight and everything. But hey, less than 2 months and we will have Dark Souls 3. That's what I'm super excited about. I have 2 days off work just for that, and I'm ready. I am ready for that game to come out, even though I can't afford it yet. I'll be able to buy it by then, no worries. I can't wait. That'll be a lot of fun. It's gonna probably consume my life for a while, but that's okay, because games do that to me from time to time. Friggin' DayZ did that for a good 3 weeks or so before I started calming down. Now I'm not playing it literally every day anymore, but I still love it. It's a great game. I'm most likely going to be playing it tonight. But I guess that's about all I got for now. I'll go ahead and start this back up to show you my finished product on the front of the car once I get home. So I'll see you guys there. Alright guys, well, I got to a place where I could actually pull over and stop. Alright, so here's what we've done to the front of the car. I quite like it. I don't know about you guys, but I think it looks pretty decent. It just kind of makes that front end stand out a little more. I don't know, I've always noticed in this car from a distance, if you're way back and you're looking at the front of it, it's always had this real blah look to it. Like, I don't know, it just doesn't look that great when you're far away. But when you get up close, it's always looked freaking awesome. Well, I noticed earlier today when I went to the store that from far away, it actually looked pretty beast. So I like it. I think it turned out well. I guess that's about all I got for now. But all this shiny stuff inside this headlight, I'm wanting to black out. I need to find those LED strips first, and I think it'll be nice and pretty to make this whole C light up really nice. Right now my e-brake's up, so it's not lit, but I have an LED in the top corner of each one that looks pretty decent. But I guess that's about all I got, guys. Nothing else new about the car at all. It's just the same old, same old. It's the pretty WRX. My God, I love this car. That's all there is to it. But yeah, I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching, and thanks for all the comments and stuff. Look how weird I look. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.